Hello, welcome once again to a new video. Today we will know in a general way our product LLB Retail. To know its advantages, benefits, and goodness, we must understand the two components of LLB Retail. The first one is LLB Retail Back Office, and the second one is LLB Retail POS. LLB Retail Back Office is a connection we have with ERP Business Central. We developed tables and functions through an extension for a better understanding of the benefits of LLB. We have developed tables and functions that will allow you to manage, and control the information that we have synchronized. Manage and control the information that we have synchronized with the POS or the point of sale. On the other hand, LLB Retail POS is the application that is installed at the point of sale that will allow you to have control of the transactions and functions of the point of sale. Functions such as sales returns, ticket printing, inventory transfer, cash register closings, and much more. Now we are going to LLB Retail Back Office to know its tables and functions. Then we are going to generate an operational flow in LLB Retail POS to know the connection between both. From our LLB Retail Back Office, we are going to enter first to the store configurations. From this section, we can visualize all the stores that I have created. We can create as many stores as we want and need. We are going to enter store 1, and we are going to find a general section, a POS section, and a closing section. In general data, we are going to find contact and address information of the store. In this example, I have tone with warehouse A1 for sales control purposes. We will also find a generic customer for each of the stores to control these sales that we make to the generic customer. We are going to find also a preferred payment method for the store. The same at the top, we are going to have payment methods enabled for the store. This allows us to have different payment methods for each one of the stores. For here I have first of all transfers. Firstly transfers, and I can have the transfer enabled or disabled for this store. I will also find the shifts. For this case I have 4 shifts. The first one starts at 6 in the morning and ends at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I can relate what would be the series, because it is going to run when I close the shift. We are going to find the terminals and the configuration of each one of the terminals. We are going to enter the tone. Here I can register the different terminals that the store has, and each terminal will have its own behavior or configuration. In this case, I have a numbering, a name. I have the series that will run when I generate a sale. I also have the series that will run when I generate a return on sale. Let's close. We can enable or disable this terminal, and we can also generate what would be the automatic registration from this terminal. In employees, we are going to have each and every one of the employees associated to this terminal. I am going to enter Victor Gomez to the employees file. And we will have the possibility of having the profile of this employee. If he is a cashier or if he is a supervisor, depending on the profile he has, he will have certain permissions enabled or disabled. For example, cashier has the options disabled, and supervisor I can enable and disable them. And also supervisor, I can activate them and I can disable others. For example, I can prohibit this user, this employee, to create clients. I'm ready, and I'm going to go back. Ready in this way, we configure the stores and the terminals in our bank. Now we go to the section or to our product master. The section or our product master that we have also developed different functions within this master. We go to sales to products, and we are going to enter a product, for example, the bowl. Here we can set the product. For example, the suggestion in sales. This means that when we have our point of sale open, we are going to have our point of sale. We are going to have a start with a suggested sale of these products that are mostly sold in the store. We can enable this option. We will also have the blocked sale. For example, if we have blocked sale, for example, if I want to block this product to be sold, I can enable the blocked sale. In related, we are also going to have the possibility to set barcodes depending on the variant. So I have two variants for this product with a barcode ending in 69, and I have two variants for this product with barcode ending in 69, and I have another barcode ending in 0009 for the large variant. We will also have a sales price or discounts, a sales price list that will allow us to have preferential prices. That are going to allow us to have preferential prices. That is, for example, the bowl is sold at a differential price for this list at $46.75. When we relate this list to a customer, this customer will be sold at $46.75. The normal price for this product is $55, and we also have the possibility of having replenishment policies for each one of the warehouses. Then we go to the storage units, and the storage units will allow us to have replenishment policies for each of the warehouses. Here I have, for example, warehouse 1. I have a replenishment policy, a fixed replenishment quantity policy. I have a minimum order quantity of 300. I have a maximum order quantity of 900, and I have a maximum order quantity of 900. I have that this purchase can be made on the demand sheet twice. I go back and enter to warehouse 2. To the storage unit of the warehouse, here I have that the policy is maximum quantity, and the minimum order quantity is 550 units, and the maximum quantity is 750 units, and the maximum quantity is 700 units, and the multiple is 2. And I will still have the different configuration for warehouse 3. For warehouse 3, this allows us to have a control of the purchases for each of the stores that we have. Now, knowing a little bit the configuration and what we have developed within the product master, we go to our customer master. We are going to enter the sales module. We go to the customer, and the customers handle a bidirectional connection. And the customers handle a bidirectional connection with the point of sale. What does this mean? That we are going to pass all the customers that we have in our back office to the point of sale. But we are also going to be able to create customers in our point of sale and pass them to our back office. We are going to enter, for example, this customer that is Victor. And first of all, we will have a category of our customer. This category will allow us to make them offers and promotions. For example, this customer has a group that is VIP. And it will allow us to manage specific promotions. For this group of customers, we will also have the birthday, so that when it is the day, we can offer them discounts, promotions, and benefits. And we will also find the customer's price group. Here I will enter the price group of the customer. To the price group, This price group relates us a price list. This means that this customer has some preferential prices for each one of the preferential prices for each of the products in the price list. Okay, now let's get to know our loyalty and promotion program. We go to the search engine and enter promotion. We go to promotions, and from this section, we can create the different promotions and vouchers that we want. We are going to enter to a promotion, and we are going to find a general section where we will have the description, the type of promotion, if it is a promotion or a voucher, if it is active or not, and we can also focus it on groups. And we can also focus it to groups of customers. For example, I can only offer this promotion to my VIP group of preferential customers. For my VIP group of preferential customers, and I can also set this promotion for different payment methods, i.e., it only applies when there are transfers, when it is by check and other payment methods. We are going to have a date rule for our promotion, and here we can identify and we can characterize our promotion for a certain time. For example, here I have case 4 that applies from January 1st, 2023 to January 31st, 2023 until January 31st, 2023, and we can also set start and end times for it. And also days to enable or disable days where this promotion will apply. We also have the possibility of, within the application of the promotions, we can enter the application, and we have, for example, promotion 1, for example, the promotion 1 that for the purchase of a product of this product, click set. Well, we have 100% discount for all the units. The same, for example, for the purchase of the category accessories, we have 15% for all units. Then from this section, from this sheet, we can establish different promotions, vouchers, because they apply to each of our requirements. For example, for the requirements. Now, knowing the promotions module, we go to the role or the profile that we have developed in our back office. For the management of products, inventory actions, linked to the management of the units at the point of sale. For this, I return to the beginning. I enter in configuration, my configuration, and select PDA profile. For the previous thing, we will have available in our back office the PDA through which we can manage our inventory, make inventory transfers, confirm detections or delivery at the point of sale, physical count of inventories, and not only that, but we can also print labels to rename our items if necessary. All of this if necessary. If necessary, all this while maintaining the principle of capturing information in an agile way through the base code vector. If we navigate through the PDA menu, we will find the options I mentioned before, such as physical counting, positive and negative adjustment, warehouse dispatch, warehouse reception, picking, packing, inventory transfer, and label printing. We go, for example, to the list of our physical inventory, which is the document that is elaborated when we are going to do the physical count in one of our warehouses or to our inventories. I am going to enter, for example, to the finished in 12, and I have 2 products that I start to scan and notice the quantity column where it starts to be modified. Quantity column where it starts to be modified by the code or the barcode reader. Once I scan the barcode, the system recognizes the product and adds it to what would be the quantities. And for example, I want to add or count a product that is not in the document. Well, if I enter the barcode and the system, I enter the barcode and the system automatically reads that product and adds it to the document. I am going to indicate register and indicate finished. Now we go to the warehouse reception. We go, for example, to 04, and here we can make receptions of those units that we decided in the warehouse. And we decide in the warehouse, and for storage purposes, we need to recognize them. So for example, I have several products, and the system makes me a couple of validations. For example, the first validation is that when I scan a barcode that is not related to a barcode that is not in the warehouse, a barcode that is not related to the document, it gives me an error saying that the item is not found. Here I am going to update it. And now I simply scan a product that is found. We observe the column of quantity received as it starts to be modified by what would be the code reader. I simply indicate register receipt, and in this way I register this document, and in this way I use the bonuses, and in this way I use the benefits of the PDA profile reader for issues of our warehouses. Now we go, for example, to the printing of labels. Here we will have several options to use, for example, of different sizes, 25x35, 15x50, 50x30, 50x30, and so on. 50x30, here I'm going to give you 25x35, 15x50, 50x30, and I simply select the barcode with my scanner, and I indicate the copies, and I tell it if I want to print variants. If the product has variants, I want the barcode to show that variant. I simply activate the checkbox. Also, for example, if I want that in the barcode that I'm going to make the inspection, I want to show the price, then I simply give it a preview, and the system. I give a preview, and the system shows me the barcode composed of the name, the price, and the barcode. Would be our profile of the PDA with all its goodness. Now we are going to generate operational flow. At the point of sale in the POS application, and we see how it connects with the back office and how all the information is synchronized. Okay. Now we go to the point of sale, or POS, which is the one that you can see on screen. It has the sections such as sales, returns, products, customers, inventory, invoices. Here I can do the search of our client, that is a particular client. I can search for us, for example, Victor Silva, and I will do a search for our client. I can search for us, for example, Victor Silva, and I will do a search for our client. I can search for us, for example, Victor Silva, and I will search for the products by the barcode reader. The system simply adds the quantities of the products as I start scanning each one of the barcodes. We simply click on Collect and select a payment method, either transfer, cash, wire transfer, or cash on delivery. We select transfer, and I indicate to finalize the sale. Now we are going to generate a sale. Without placing the customer the same, I will select my barcode scanner and note which customer it will be for. And we observe that client because it will be for generic client because I did not select a particular client. Same, I give him to cash. Let's say that it is going to be by check to finalize sale, Now we are going to type. Now we are going to type the document number. I don't see any related client. I give enter, and the system tells me that if I want to create a new client, I indicate that yes, the name will be Sofanor. Last name Tobias. Adres Calle 1. Postal code, let's say Medellin, telephone number, and email address. And create customer. This would be the bi-directional connection. This customer is automatically created in our back office. And now we call him for making a sale. Okay, here the customer is already placed. Again, we repeat. With the reader, and we have the possibility to park the sale, i.e., this customer forgot something, and we simply click on Save Invoice. While he looks for the product and returns, let's say it is sale 1, he tells me to accept. Sale saved system is cleared. I can make another invoice. While the person is coming back, I can pay, let's say 100 by cash and 57 by transfer. Let's say 100 by cash and 57 by transfer. I tell him to finalize sale. In pending, I bring the invoice or the sale that I was making. I give it to collect and I give it to finish. Here now it shows me the printout of the ticket. And ready. Now we go to the invoice and we can visualize, make audit of each one of the invoices that were made by shift and during the date. And during the date, here I am going to select an invoice. Because I want to make a return now. This would be the return visualization. I copy the invoice and I indicate cancel. It says to me that if that cancels the invoice, I say yes, I can make returns by concept of return and by concept of damaged. In this case, all will be returned. Let's say that the method of payment will be cash and finalize. The payment method will be cash and finalize the return. Okay, the return is registered with negative balance, and I go to invoice, I see the return created. We also have the possibility to see the items, know its price and what kind of tax it has. We can consult the active promotions. We can modify and consult the prices. In customers, we can create customers, and also we can make credits to those clients. That for here I have to corporate credit. We see that it has a balance. Available balance in negative, and it has several credits that have been made. I will tell you the value. $10,000. If he rejects me, I say that it is 20 pesos. Because it is higher than the balance, let's say 20 pesos, and I say credit, and the system automatically credits me. I can also visualize the customer's information. I can check the inventory by warehouse, that is to say, by each of our stores. If there is a product that is not in our warehouse, we can look for it in another warehouse simply by typing the barcode. We can We can make a report in Excel, alert the inventory when the product has a minimum limit. We can set an alert, and we can make an inventory transfer. And we can do inventory transfer either to send or to receive. Here I am going to select from warehouse A3 to warehouse A1, and I select my product with the barcode. Okay, I indicate accept. We wait for the system to make the shipment. I give it to accept. I can visualize it in shipping lists, and here we will have it. And here we will have it. We can also receive, or simply we indicate the quantities to receive, and we click accept. And this way we make the inventory transfer. We can verify and audit the invoices, as I mentioned before. Before we go to the cut, I want to show you the cash movement. We have two types of cash movements, incoming and outgoing. Let's say that 100,000 pesos are going to enter the cash register. Cash increase. Let's say that 100,000 pesos are going to enter the cash for high denomination bills, denomination banknotes, and click on add. Now we make an outgoing cash movement, indicating, for example, 15,000 pesos. For transportation of funds, deposits, or authorized miscellaneous expenses. Here I am going to indicate authorized miscellaneous expenses. Let's say it is for the snack. Authorized miscellaneous expenses. Let's say it is for the snack for the workers. And I say extract. The system automatically tells me that they have been withdrawn. I indicate accept, and now finally we go to cut. We go to cut. The following is to mention that we have a configuration option where we can see the store information, the cashiers with their respective permissions. We can see the devices with their respective permissions. We can see the devices with their respective permissions. We can see the connected devices with printer, barcode reader, and personalization, such as the store, articles, and customization, such as the store, items, and so on. Okay, we go to cut, and we will find a summary of each one of the transactions and movements that we have made in the store. Each one of the transactions and movements that were generated, for example, cash entries. I have a concept of movement of cash, the same as the output, as I also have the cash sales, the credits that were made, the inputs, the outputs, the cash returns, and so on. The cash returns and so on. Okay, here are the returns and the credit memos that were made. Now having clear and doing the audit. Now having clear and having done the audit of this information, I click on close turn. Here I have the possibility to see the money I have in cash. Because it is an open closing, if it were a blind closing, I would not have the possibility to see the money I have in cash. Here I will indicate 6,333.162, which is the money I have in the cash register, and I indicate end count. He tells me that I want to close shift 1. I tell him yes, I accept. And he shows me the difference from what was expected, but that is the cash that I actually counted in the cash drawer. I indicate to accept, and the system automatically starts to charge me again, and we can see how the application opens. And we see how it opens the application for me to log into the second shift. Now we go to the back office to see all the transactions that were made and see the behavior and the synchronization that we had done. Once inside our LLB retail back office, we go to cash closing. We look for the cash closing that we just performed 1,057 in under actions. Sorry, underrelated. Transactions, we can see the transactions that we made during the closing. Here we can visualize the customer that we created at the point of sale. That we created in the point of sale, and we go to the customer's card, and we can see all the information that was placed as the name, the numbering, the address, the email, and other data that we placed in our LLB, that we put in our LLB retail POS, and each of the transactions that were made. We are going to enter it. We can visualize the invoice with all the information it already has, customer data with each of the items that were sold, and we can also visualize what would be the remission, would be the movements of the inventory, outgoing goods, etc. Remission would be the movements of the inventory, exit of the units of each one of the products that were sold. For example, here 4 units of calculator, a sweet candy, and so on. We can also visualize, we will have the possibility to review what would be the cash movements that were made during the process. The cash movements that were made during the process. The cash movements that were made during the process. During the process, the cash movements, we can see, for example, that there is the increase of cash for high denomination bills. And we also have snacks from employees and shift workers. Being negative, the outgoing, and positive, the incoming. We can review the invoices for auditing purposes. And once we have reviewed all this information, we proceed with the registration of this closing. We indicate in register closing. It tells you if you want to register it, you indicate yes. The system automatically sends me all the movements to a journal. The system automatically sends me all the movements to a payment journal in our LLB retail back office. Here I am going to eliminate the first line that was added when I placed the... Here I am going to delete the first line that was added when I put the cursor on the journal, and we give it the register and preview. In preview, we can see the movements of accounting that this register has just made me, with each one of the charges and credits to each one of the debits and credits to each one of the accounts. Once I have verified this information, I proceed to make the register. This way, the closing of the shift is registered. Now we return to the beginning again, and we are going to see the connection that natively brings our back office with the Power BI. The Power BI reporting, here we can see different types of customized reports as we want. We can see as we want. We can take advantage of this native connection that the back office has with Power BI to generate different types of reports. I'm going to click on Expand Reports, and I have a fully customized report for the management or control and analysis of the point of sale transaction data. Here I can see, for example, the period. I can paint by period the sale. I can see the sale by category. I can see the sale by stores. I can see the articles. By stores, I can see the items that sold the most. I can see, for example, the sale. For example, I can see the sales for each of the months. The product. I have a report of the sale of the products for each of the months. I have a report of the sale of the products for each of the months. Of the products for each one of the months. And finally, a report of the stores. I can filter the 2022. I can filter the store 1. And it shows me in detail all the information related to the sales by store or store. Related to the sales by warehouse or store. We can also take advantage of the native connection that it has with Shopify. We can have a bi-directional solution of customers, of products. Customers can place orders from Shopify and they come to our back office. We can have the stores. I'm going to go to the back office. We can have the stores. I'm going to go to the store. We can have the connection with different stores. And we can also have the relationship of payments, transactions, and so on. The relationship of payments, transactions, and so on. Thank you for your attention. See you in the next video.